Hey everybody, Graham here. People are starting to call for the resignation of Mike Rinder and maybe other Aftermath Foundation board members. And most notably among them is a woman who goes by the name Kelli Copter. Kelli's very quickly made a name for herself in the SPTV video space, and there's it's easy to see why. She's a very attractive young woman, and she's got very good video skills. She expresses herself very well, and her videos are fun to watch. So she made a video last week or the week before calling for Mike to step down, and other people have chimed in as well. Now, I just watched a video on a channel called Mama's World. I've never seen this woman before, Mama, or Mama, or something like that. But she talked about the things that Kelli said, and then talked about a letter that Kelli had gotten from Matt Pesch, who's another board member. That letter from Pesch was horrible. Among other things, he referred to Aaron Smith Levin as being second only to David Miscavige in despicableness. Now, if I recall correctly, one of the things that Rinder and company used to kick Aaron off the board was an ethics policy wherein they said you cannot speak disparagingly of people who are involved in fighting Scientology or bringing down, or helping ex-Scientologists or whatever. And it seems to me that the board has done nothing but violate that policy left and right since they kicked off Aaron. They've insulted people, they've run people down, they've put out information about people that people would probably rather not have out. And so, I don't know what the board thinks they're doing, but the main thing, and remember, I'm coming at this from somebody who was never in Scientology. I've had an interest in Scientology for a long time, by which I mean, the doings of the church, not the actual religion, if you can call it that. But it's something that I've been paying attention to since, the 80s. But, I'm coming at this from the perspective of an outsider, but an outsider who cares. And what I see is that the board of the Aftermath Foundation has really lost the trust of the ex-Scientologist community in general, at least that part of the ex-Scientologist community that's on YouTube. I have not seen any of the big SPTV YouTubers defending the actions of the board. There may be some out there somewhere, and, of course, if you watch, Blown for Good, or, the channels belonging to the board members, of course, they've got their defenses, I suppose, up. But the point is that I think if someone were coming out of Scientology now and looking for help, if they looked around on YouTube and, if they were considering going to the Aftermath Foundation for help, first of all, if you're going to the Aftermath Foundation for help and the guy who's in charge of it is the guy who had done a lot of terrible stuff to you 20 years ago, you're going to be a little concerned about that. And then you find out that this guy is, insulting other people and doing behind the scenes machinations to get rid of people he doesn't like and stuff like that, then I don't know. If I were in that position, I'd be thinking twice before I sat down with this guy and said, please help me. So the upshot of all of this is that I think Kelli Copter is right. I think Mike Rinder needs to step down. I actually think the whole board needs to step down at this point because, you've had Mark and Claire Headley weighing in on some of this stuff. Now you've got Matt Pesch weighing in on some of this stuff. It's just, none of it's good. The Aftermath Foundation, if it wants to continue and if it wants to be an organization that people trust and that people are willing to go to when their personal safety is at risk, then it needs to have a board that is not perceived as being insular and contained, right? So one of the things it needs to not have married couples on it. It also needs to have, I would say, at least 2 people who were never in Scientology. It needs to have ex-staff. It needs to have ex-Sea Org. I'm not sure that it needs to have ex-executives, though. I don't think that you want the people who ran Scientology for many years to be the same people that people are going to go to for help. I'm just thinking about the kinds of ways I would feel if I were going to help, if I were asking for help from somebody who'd hurt me for years or anything. Some of the board members are trying to paint these people who want to see change happen as a hate group. I don't hate any of these people. I don't even know any of these people. I don't hate the Church of Scientology. I just want to see it gone. The foundation can't be effective if nobody trusts the board. And at this point, I don't think many people do. So take that for what it's worth. Just the random opinion of a never-in, but that's just me. Anyway, hope y'all have a great day, great week. I will catch y'all in the next one. See you soon. Graham out. Bye.